Hi everybody, this is Dennis, and I'm going to bring you a full review. Rom Space Knight #1. They just released a facsimile edition, Marvel Comics did. So I've actually got the new facsimile edition. To the left, I've got the foil variant of it, which I am a sucker for that. And then Rom #1, a copy of mine, Newstand edition that I have from back in the day. Guys, Rom was it was put out in December of 1979. I'll leave links up above. So we did a really cool look back of the comics of the 80s and the comics of the 70s. And I kind of touched on it in both of them because this issue came out in 1979, but all the rest of the series came out in 1980. Rom, I was so excited for the toy of Rom when it came out, and it was like one of my biggest disappointments ever. But this comic book came out, and it was one of my favorite reads. It ran for 75 issues on the regular title. It had some annuals that they put out and stuff. But I loved it. So when I heard they were releasing, I know they're doing an omnibus. I don't know if I'll pick up the omnibus because I have every issue of Rom. The X-Men appeared in Rom. I even pulled out, there's my issue #2. I love Rom. This was one of the series that as a kid I read over and over. It's probably my favorite non-X-Men title from that period. So anyway, I wanted to just kind of go through and show you guys some of the differences. They did a fairly decent recreation. Again, it'll be hard to see in here for the foil. No price tag. It was $4.99 for this facsimile edition versus the 40 cents that was on there. You can see I've got the Newstand. The direct market would have either had the line through it or like the picture of Spider-Man on it. This one doesn't have a spot for the barcode. This one actually says Marvel right on it. But when we open it up, and I'm just going to show it to you guys, there is the super fun gifts that many of us, I did send away for stuff. It still has all the credits the same. Bill Mantlo, Sal Buscema, that's on it. When Jim Shooter was the editor-in-chief. It's got licensed by Hasbro symbol down there. And if we open up, the original one, you can see the indices are a little bit different, but it does have, the exact same ad, the talking teeth, the way it was originally published, which is cool. You can see the numbers here. They kept everything very similar. It's obviously brighter colors on non-newsprint. Here, let me just kind of flip through this when we go on to it. I do think that is really cool. Continued after next page. Whereas, if you can see the difference, continued after next page, just the same that's on there. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I mean, the colors are more vivid and bright, but man, I do love the old newsprint on this. I can, definitely tell, Brandy's hair really jumps out. It's on there. Rom's eyes coming up. He pulls out his neutralizer, and you can definitely see the difference in the neutralizer. Let's just flip over to page 4. There it is. There's the Hubba Bubba. By the way, it was a huge Hubba Bubba. The argument always is Hubba Bubba versus Bubblicious. I was a Hubba Bubba fan. Blow that bubble and it didn't stick. Bubblicious really did, but they had some better flavors. Anyway, side note. You can see, Rom putting on his jetpack. Like I said, the colors are brighter, but man, I really, really do love the fact that, the original newsprint. I'm glad I picked this one up, though. This probably gives me a pretty good insight as to what the omnibus is going to look like. And it's kind of like, maybe Star Wars or Star Trek where they re-edit them and, update the graphics. For those of you that really love that, maybe you're going to spend the money on the omnibus. And I think the first one, if I'm not mistaken, is going to put out like the first 22 issues. But this story is just so great, like I said. One of my favorite reads from this time. We get to check out some of the inside and follow us to fun and adventure every Saturday morning. Yep, there's your Super Friends, Plastic Man. Oh, that's so awesome. Spider, look at that, Spider Woman. And of course, at this time, it was Scooby and Scrappy Doo. I wasn't a big Scrappy fan. I'm just going to let you know that. I was more of the old school Scooby, but, I did kind of like some of the stuff later on when they came out, and we found out Scrappy was kind of annoying. But, continued after second page following. But you guys can just kind of see the difference. Another great. I do love the fact that they do reprint, and I know we're not going to get that in the omnibus. All the original sets. Look at that. The Kiss makeup kit. I mean, who didn't? Man, back in the day, roller skating, dressing up as Kiss, doing air bands. That was cool stuff. All of these cool models. I mean, as a kid doing models, yes. I did a few car. You know me. I did my Trans Am but mainly I wound up doing, Starship Enterprises. Then we get into the legend of the Space Knights. And again, I do love the newsprint, and I would probably do this any day. But you can see, the black of the black of space, even though they're the way that they did their stars and everything like that. Look at the Galadorian Armada. With the ships. It is beautiful. It really just is. We're going to have to check out these ads too. Once again, completely recreated just so you guys can see Howie Zowie looking good. Mighty Mouse was a huge Mighty Mouse. Everybody loves Rabbit. Killed a wabbit. Gotta love it. All new Popeye Hour. Popeye was cool. Jason of Star Command. Love that. Space Academy was the predecessor to it. Fat Albert, Tarzan, Batman, the Freedom Force. Man, just kind of takes me back to simpler days. So we can go on there. It's recreated. The banana stamp, comic books. Atlas body, you guys know me. I probably never sent away for the Atlas body because if I did, it sure didn't work. Grit, boy, I know a lot of people that went out and did Grit back in the day. That was kind of cool. But the story of Rom as we go through, like I said, just had to pick it up. You guys let me know your thoughts as we're going through this. If you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, let me know. I did pick up some other facsimiles of Batman, Detective Batman #1. I know I'm going to do that because I do not own that, and that is just awesome. I just love the old stuff. But look at that. Hail Rom. Your comrades salute you, warrior. Hail Rom, greatest of the Space Knights. Yet the enemy is only routed, not defeated. Love it. Love it. The Dire Wraiths were a really great invention to go with that. Look at that. Personalize your t-shirts, Whoppers, iron-ons from Whoppers. And they still make Whoppers. So, that's what's cool. Again, as we flip through it, oh, yeah. Guys, got to get to the Hostess ads. You know that we are doing... Andy's always done Hostess ads in his book, and we are doing a parody ad in ours, although not Hostess. I will be doing a really cool Hostess book ad. I'm just going to do a quick peek there. I'm going to be doing that. Just got that in. But there's your Marvel Comics. There's your Twinkie awesome ad. And then the end of it, don't miss it. We're going to take a peek. I'm going to flip over and so you guys can see the ending of it. The Dire Wraiths. It's all exactly as it was. You know, they didn't change anything for mature or less mature audiences. And then, of course, the very back page is, yep, you got it, same exact. Popsicle sweepstakes, and there was Rom, the electronic action toy. Man, I was so excited for this, and then there was no articulation. That thing was just like one big piece of plastic. Hardly anything moved. The neutralizer didn't, it lit up red. That was about it. And then we flip over to the back, and there was the Lego Expert Builders. You can see here's the variant edition, $4.99 for it. But anyway, this gives you guys a chance to kind of see what they did. Realistically, I will take my old copy newsprint one any day. But man, this really was one of my favorite books. You know, being able to see that is just really cool. I love the foil. So yeah, that'll go in with it. But make sure you guys smash that like and subscribe button. Share it out to your friends. Let me know, did you guys read Rom? Are you fans of it? Are you not? I would recommend it. It's one of my favorite non-X-Men stories. Just letting you guys know that. And I will be putting out some other ones soon, so leave your comments down below, and you can check out the project we're working on, Kor-Drath, The Reckoning. I'll leave the links down below. Just go ahead and click on it, and it'll take you right to either Kor-Drath.com or our campaign on Indiegogo. Talk to you all real soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Later.